Well, let's speak now to Dorsa Jabbari, who's in the Iranian capital for us. So Dorsa, what more have we been hearing from the Iranian government on this?
Well, Hazem, the position here is that this war needs to end. This is just another example of how the situation in Yemen really is creating instability in this region. The Iranian position is that the parties involved in this war need to come to the negotiating table and have some kind of dialogue. The Iranians have put forth their own desire to mediate such talks in the past. The Iranian foreign minister has said that these accusations the United States is making against the Iranian officials is false, and it's just them trying to force Iran to hold negotiations with the U.S. government. That is something that the U.S. President Donald Trump is very keen on, to meet with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani later on this month at the United Nations General Assembly session. But the Iranian position here is that the U.S.'s policy towards Iran, since they withdrew from the nuclear deal last year and imposed a series of sanctions on Iran, is one of economic terrorism. And until that stops, the Iranians will not have any kind of dialogue with this government. This example of them forcing Iran, blaming Iran for this attack, rather, is them trying to force Iran to come to the negotiating table. And the Iranians have said the Houthi rebels are just defending their own country, and that the Saudi-led coalition is the aggressor in Yemen, and this war must come to an end as soon as possible.
All right, Dorsa, thanks for that. Dorsa Jabbari in Tehran for us. Now to Washington, D.C. and Kristen Saloomey. So, Kristen, the U.S. Secretary of State, very unequivocal in his accusations that Iran was behind these attacks, although no evidence has been offered to back that up. Is this likely to be a big talking point in the Sunday talk shows there in Washington?
Well, absolutely. Saudi Arabia is one of the United States' closest allies, probably its closest Arab ally in the region. And that relationship has already been under strain because of controversy surrounding the Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman. Arms sales to Saudi Arabia have been controversial here, with Congress concerned about the impact on civilians in Yemen and so on. But Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was very quick to take to Twitter and blame the Iranians for this attack, saying that it was an unprecedented attack on the world's energy supply, and adding that there was just no evidence that the attacks came from Yemen. Analysts here think that the Houthis would not be capable of carrying this out without significant assistance from Iran. So, yes, the United States watching this very closely. Concern about the impact on the oil markets obviously is very intense at this point. Most analysts say it will take a long time to get the oil fields back up and running, to reintroduce the supplies. Saudi Arabia, of course, trying to reassure markets, reassure people around the world that this is just a temporary glitch. They're going to recover quickly. The next 24 hours, I think, will be very crucial as more information comes out, more analysis on the extent of the damage. And then Monday morning, here in the United States, markets open again, and we will see the real impact and what people are thinking and fearing in terms of how this will affect energy prices around the globe. We do have reports coming out of Saudi Arabia that President Trump has spoken to to the Saudi leadership, saying that he was ready to cooperate to support security and stability. No confirmation of that here in the U.S., but it is in keeping with the close relationship that the president has had with the kingdom, and it's likely that there will be much discussions going on in the coming days.
Kristen, thank you.